Bitcoin is creating a rounding top structure, and while this is happening, we know that the Federal Reserve hiked the interest rates by 25%, and they're saying there will be no rate cuts till the end of this year. So I will be discussing this and the most important charts on today's update video, so don't forget to slap up that like button. Can we once again smash it back above 700? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And like we did know, yesterday the Federal Reserve hiked the interest rates by 25 basis points like we expected, and if we're actually looking at the next probability for the next meeting, there is a 64% chance that we're going to get a pause and a 35% chance that we're actually going to see another 25 basis point hike. And in the press conference of yesterday, Chairman Jerome Powell said also that there will likely not be any rate cuts this year, but I personally don't believe this, because like you know, Jerome Powell has been lying about many things in the past as well. In October 2021, the Fed said that they will wait until 2023 before hiking the interest rates. And of course, we do know that's been a big lie, because in the end of 2021, they started hiking the interest rates. Also, in the past, Jerome Powell said that inflation was transitory and that it will come down automatically. That also clearly has not been happening, so I personally don't believe a word from what they're saying. And if I am actually looking at FedWatch tool and the probabilities, what the future markets is currently pricing in here, is that it is extremely likely that the end of this year, we're going to at least have 100 basis points lower interest rates. So I personally still expect there's going to be a rate cut this year, but Jerome Powell is saying that they probably will not do it. Like we know, Jerome Powell has been lying many times before about that they're not going to cut any rates or that they're not going to hike any interest rates. So probably you could be lying again here. So I am not taking any word of it, and I am more looking about what the future markets is really pricing in. And to be very honest, if I look what the future market is really expecting, and it is probably very likely that we're going to start seeing rate cuts near the end of the year 2023, and that could kick an entire new bull run for Bitcoin. Diving then in towards the charts of Bitcoin, we saw that yesterday on the speech of Jerome Powell, we've seen a significant dump towards the downside, and to be exact, from high to low, this was an approximately dump of an about 7% towards the downside, what is quite a significant drop. And while this was happening, the dollar index also dropped, because you can see here, if I'm turning on the 1 hour time frame, the dollar index came down significantly on the meeting, and to be exact, the dollar index dropped about 1%, what is quite a lot here on the time that Jerome Powell started to be talking. So yeah, that is actually quite a good thing for Bitcoin, but still Bitcoin moved down quite significantly. However, after the correction down here, we already recovered more than 4% ground back towards the upside. And honestly, for the long term, I am very bullish for Bitcoin. If I'm looking at the daily time frame and at this trend, we are clearly in an uptrend. And what currently really is happening for Bitcoin is that we are actually running in towards this very important resistance range that you can see right here. Previous big support in the past is currently right now providing resistance, and personally I was not really expecting that Bitcoin was going to be able to break through this level very quickly, but currently it looks to be that we're already recovering. However, I still want to be pointing out that on the 4 hourly time frame right now, we're creating an extremely bearish price structure, because on the 4 hourly time frame, Bitcoin is right now creating somewhat of a rounding top structure. You can clearly see we're forming less exponential highs and we're forming less exponential lows, so it means that we're creating somewhat of a rounding top structure. If you invert this, you can see it's a rounding bottom structure, so it's clearly a bearish bias signal that we're currently seeing that is getting created on the price action of Bitcoin. And while this is happening, we're seeing clearly that the momentum on the RSI is also coming down. So to be very honest, if I purely look at the momentum that Bitcoin is currently generating, I am not very bullish on Bitcoin. That is just not how the market is currently looking. But what is going to be important for me to see is a break above the $29,000 with that daily candle. If we confirm the daily candle above $29,000, I'm very convinced that we actually are going to see that continuation. But currently, the level to break is $29,000 for the Bitcoin price action. So yeah, imminent short-term 4 hourly time frame, not looking so strong, but it looks to be that Bitcoin is already recovering quite strongly. But I'm still going to be very skeptical about the price action right now of Bitcoin. Furthermore, we can currently see that of course we're running in towards that 3-day resistance, but while this is happening, we can actually see that the funding rates are quite negative, what means that many people are actually shorting Bitcoin, and we can see also on the top side that there are more people that are currently shorting Bitcoin than longing Bitcoin, what makes the chance on a short squeeze most significantly bigger. And if the chance on a short squeeze is bigger, Bitcoin could potentially see a squeeze towards the upside happening. So currently with my trades, I'm still long on Ethereum. For Bitcoin, Bitcoin, I am right now not in a long position, but the reason why I'm long on Ethereum is because I still think the Bitcoin dominance is right now running in towards this critical resistance range. Today, it's Arbitrum that is going to be launching, and I personally think it's going to be having a very positive effect on the Ethereum price action, and that is why I'm currently in a long position on Ethereum. And while this is happening, Ethereum also confirmed the retest of this insane downward sloping resistance line, and we're currently flipping this level into support, and my price target is somewhere around $2,100 for Ethereum. So yes, Bitcoin is down from yesterday's meeting, but currently today is going to be another big day. We're going to see an approximately $1 billion in buy pressure getting added towards the market due to the airdrop of Arbitrum. So I am very excited about what is going to be happening today, and I personally think it's going to be having a very positive effect in the market overall. If you want to be trading it yourself as well, you can buy Arbitrum, you can trade Arbitrum today as well, and you can do so on Bybit. So make sure to sign up an account right now in the link in the description, because if you sign up an account right now, you can claim a $30,000 deposit bonus if you sign up an account using the link in the description. So make sure to check it out right now here. I will be trading it myself personally as well. Maybe I will even jump live here on the channel to discuss the airdrop live. Furthermore, we can still see in the weekly time frame that Bitcoin is definitely not looking bearish on the weekly time frame. We are seeing a minor rejection, and if you're also looking at the 4-hourly time frame, it is just really the first real rejection we've been seeing in this entire trend. So it's not necessarily so bad for Bitcoin. Furthermore, we can still see the weekly time frame confirmed the breakout on that inverse head and shoulders, and for the bigger perspective, things are still looking good here. Things is looking like we are clearly trading in an uptrend for Bitcoin. And in general, if I'm looking at the stage where we're currently in, I still think that we're in the most exponential phase of Bitcoin, its recovery phase. And yeah, I still think there could be a significant rally coming still after this before we're going to go in towards this sideways boring price action for Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm still quite excited about the longer term for Bitcoin. And yeah, while all this is happening, dollar index is really coming down very quickly, and this could be a very bullish catalyst for the Bitcoin price action. And while this is happening, Bitcoin dominance is running into resistance, and it's going to be giving us a lot of opportunities to trade altcoins. So that was it for me on today's update video. If you did like it, don't forget to slap up the like button, subscribe to the channel right now here, and I will see you guys later today, maybe if there's going to be any emergency updates. But otherwise, I will check you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Goodbye.